Namaste, Masters. Among the 12 laws of the universe, we have seen 10 laws so far. Law of divine oneness, law of vibration, law of action, law of correspondence, law of cause and effect, and law of compensation. Law of attraction, law of perpetual transformation of energy, law of relativity and polarity. Today, let us look into the final two laws. One is the law of rhythm, another law of gender. Law of rhythm. Rhythm, it means from the childhood we hear one statement, everything happens at the right time, at the right place. We know the truth, but nobody accepts it. Everything happens at the exact time. Everything happens with a purpose. We know that. But when something happens to us, we never accept. So the law of rhythm says, whatever is happening in your life right now is all according to the soul's plan, according to the rhythm. Our mind may resist, our mind may say something else. But all the planning is done by the soul, and all the planning happens above, and the execution happens here. The blueprint is above. The physical print is here. When we accept, when we introspect, we accept, we understand everything. When we resist, we not only resist new changes, we not only resist new, but we stick with the old and then we delay. The law of rhythm says everything happening in your life is perfect. But how you take, how you introspect, whether you act or react, it all depends on your mind. It all depends on your buddhi. It all depends on your mental state. But whatever the life situations, those are happening according to the soul plan. The soul wants experiences. The soul welcomes both good experiences and bad experiences. But the mind only wants good experiences. It don't want bad experiences. It will suggest, it will fight with you. It will try to avoid. The law of polarity, the two sides. We must experience both positivity and negativity. Then there is a completion. If you are only looking at the positivity, you are missing the experiences of the negativity. We don't welcome it, we don't invite it, but when it happens, we go through it. And people say something bad is happening, something wrong is happening, some diseases are happening. The mind wants relief, the mind wants immediately to get out, but the soul or the consciousness is a witness. It just witnesses it. It goes through it. One funny thing is, before we take birth from the higher world, we always speak there. I want to go down. I want to take birth. I want to get married. I want to put myself in soup. I want all the bitter experiences, good experiences, bad. We only speak about human life, human life, human life. The moment we come here, we say, Sakapa, enough, let us die, let us go back, cut up with the family. All problems are only coming to me. Only everybody is happy, only I am bad, I am sad. You ask me. I literally say everybody's life is screwed up. Everybody's mind is no words to say. More than physical problem, mental problems are abundant. I get hundreds of messages, hundreds of calls every day. Many people come and meet me. I know what is happening, how much chaos is there. Only a true yogi and a baby is happy. Nobody else is happy. So from the higher world, we want to jump here. And from here, we always want to jump up. When are we going to accept? When we are undergoing certain things, why don't you witness? But we always want to quickly come out. Healing. Heal. Somebody has to come, put their hands, and everything should vanish. But your soul doesn't want it, my dear friends. Somebody died in somebody's home. They called me and said, "Sir, please call the soul back." I said, "It is not going for a tour, boss. The silver cord is already cut. The soul has decided to go." "No, but you have the power." "No, but call the soul." I said, "I'll call you later." I disconnected the call because they are not understanding, because they are in a very high emotion. In year 2005, a girl called Rajini used to work with me for all the translation work. One night she died. Next day we went, and I went near the dead body. I was looking at the dead body. Her aunt was telling me, "You are a great master, right? Wake her up." "What wake her up?" And I told my friend Vamsi, "Let's leave from here. Otherwise, big drama will happen." So the soul decides to leave, my dear friends. The soul decides to leave because it has a rhythm, exact time, exact place. The soul wants to finish left, but we don't accept. Even if somebody dies at 100 also, we don't accept. Somebody dies at 20, we don't accept. Somebody dies at 60, we don't accept. Because we never accept the rhythm. What we generally accept, I don't know. When we say right age for starting meditation is 5, people say, no, meditation is for people who are very old, all the responsibilities are over. What over? The body is gone, mind is gone, all the bones are gone. How will they sit for meditation? Is that the right age? And when is the retirement? Nobody retires. When my uncle said, at the last stage you should do meditation, I said, "In which stage are you?" He stood up and he left. Because there is no last stage. The law of rhythm always tells us what is happening in our life right now is exactly as planned by the soul. They want to suicide. When I read books about suicidal, I remembered twice I tried for suicide at the age of 14. How foolish I am. Thank God I didn't die. If you suicide, you will come back with more problems. If people who want to suicide know this, they will say, "No need, let me face." And your soul doesn't liberate. You will be having a waiting period. It's the biggest crime, suicide, because it is against the will of the soul. The soul wants to live for 50, 60 years with the body, and you are disconnecting it. It is against the will of the soul. You will lose a lot of privileges. Next birth will not be in your hands. You will be forced to take certain births. Your free will, because you disconnected the free will, the next rhythm will be not in your hand. So, anything that is happening in your life is according to the soul's plan. The one thing which I have learned from meditation is don't use mind for everything. Use 1%. But we use 99.9%, squeeze it. And not only our lives, we enter into everybody's lives. Free advices. Jump into others' life, personal affairs, private affairs, everything. Keep on advising. Keep on modifying, changing. Create only confusion and chaos. All these are very huge karmas. You have to pay back. You cannot escape law of karma. And how much? That says law of compensation. Beautiful laws. So the law of rhythm is happening. Everything is happening accordingly. I'll tell you one example that happened in my own life. When my first daughter is born, directly straight away, the baby went to ICU. After 3 weeks, the baby passed away. Before leaving, I met the baby. The baby soul, I told, I respect your decision. If you want to leave, you leave. It left. Then I was thinking, how foolish that baby. Up to 2095, Patriji said he will be there. This baby is foolish. It is leaving now. But last year, Patriji left. Because the soul plan changes. The master plan always changes. Then I thought how foolish I am to think that baby is fool. Because they know. They gave a message that we came with a plan, but the plan we cannot execute here. They are very high souls. For such a high souls, whatever they planned, they made, they said the earth is not ready for it. We will be wasting our time. Then I said, why don't you decide before that you enter a mother womb and then you come out of the 7th month, you put us into a hell. And then you tell me that the plan won't get executed. Is it funny? Why we ask all these questions? Because the mind never understands the law of rhythm. We always see from the mind's perspective, there is a pain here. We wasted time, this, that, this. Why don't you decide before? But the soul doesn't think that way. Its decisions are beyond the emotions, beyond the mind, beyond the thoughts. In simple word, ruthless. Wants to leave, it will leave. It wants to leave, it will leave. That's all. My friend's soul, Rajini, soul, left on the same day she got married. Everybody started cursing that boy. Somebody has to be blamed, right? You married my daughter, so she passed away. No, everybody was cursing that boy. Poor boy. But actual fact is, that soul decided, after this marriage, my life will not go into spirituality. There's no use. It left. It was a very harsh decision. We never understand, my dear friends, law of rhythm. My cousin from Chennai yesterday, she called me. Her mother-in-law, last month, she was sitting in a chair. She was cracking jokes. She was laughing. She said, let us go for dinner. And while she's talking, suddenly her head went down, the soul left. These guys were like shocked like anything. The soul will leave at any moment. The disconnection can happen at any moment. The law of rhythm, it is all planned. Soul plan, the mind never understands. All that the mind can do is cooperate. Okay, something may be there. Some plan may be there. Let us accept. Let us agree. Let us move on. Let us not stick or fight or resist. If you have third eye, if you can connect with your soul, then you will understand. Otherwise, the best you can do is accept the law of rhythm. Such a beautiful law. When I say everything is happening at the same time, exact time, perfect time, we say yes. But something happens in our life, we say, why? We ask why. And to another extent, we ask why only to me? Why now? Why? All whys. So understand, all these laws are so well defined. And finally comes the law of gender. The law of gender, if you want to clearly understand, the soul plans to take 300 lifetimes. It's a plan. We screw up because we don't understand law of karma. We don't understand law of compensation. We don't understand law of cause and effect. We don't understand law of polarity. With all this misunderstanding, we convert the 300 lifetimes into 1,000 or 10,000 or 20,000 lifetimes. So the actual soul plan is, in the earth, it wants to take 300 lifetimes, 150 as male and 150 as female. So which is great, male or female? The question itself is wrong. Law of polarity, law of gender. We have to experience both. 150 here, 150 there. Shiva, Shakti. Then we are complete. To take 300 lifetimes of male, no way. The soul doesn't want it, mind wants. You want baby boy, no girl baby. Eh? Who are you to decide? The soul will decide. My aunt, first baby girl, she said, okay, let me try second. Again girl. This time, lot of puja, vrata, third also girl. And every word, you must see her frustration in entire life. She was so frustrated, she didn't even look at the baby after the third girl for one day. After that, she anyway accepted. And I've seen from my childhood, for everything and anything, there's only frowning face, frustrated face. But after coming into meditation, my cousin told me, hey, I saw her past life. I said, what did you see? In her past life, she cried, I want baby girl, baby girl. There's only baby boy. Though she was so adamant, she want baby girl, baby girl. This lifetime, all the three wickets are three baby girls. Law of rhythm, we never understand. I want baby boy now. Again, she will take birth, baby boy, baby boy. No, she want baby girl. Another lifetime, baby girls. Now you understand how we make 300 into 3,000? Because we don't understand law. We want the opposite. If A is given, we want B. If B is given, we want A. A, B, B, A, gone. Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Jalanam. We continuously roll over, roller coaster. And finally, after fed up, they will say, enough Baba, what lifetimes? Then they want meditation. Where is God? Done with the family drama. Where is God? They will come. Such a beautiful 12 laws. Listen to that more times. Understand it more. We are not trying to write any examination, get certification. We have to understand in depth everything. Every time I speak about it, my understanding and depth increases more. Because with every person we share, new examples comes out. Those new examples will give new clarity. That is how our understanding goes into the depth. Law of rhythm, one of my favorite topics. And law of rhythm clearly tells you, accept whatever is happening in your life. Do not resist. Accept and move on. Don't accept and sit there. I accepted, but I will not forget. No, accept and move on. And law of gender. People say male is great, female is great. I said, I am a soul. Both are required for a soul growth. Thank you, my dear friends. With this, we completed 12 laws. in last 8 days. It was beautiful topics. I never planned for this. Suddenly, these 12 laws appeared in one of the website. I took it and I immediately thought, yes, this has to be shared. This has to be discussed, because what information they give there may not be enough. I want to add my experiences, my flavor. I want to give to this batch. So immediately I did it. We didn't have 12 days, but within 8 days, we covered all the 12 laws. Let us do the meditation. Today is 21st day, last day. Tomorrow, we will have experiences sharing.